is thinking.
I'm dedicated to it. I can't be stopped.
Well, look at me. That's a smile on my face. You know it don't come cheap. Sure, I live the American dream. Go ahead and crucify me. Welcome back. This is the Ted Nugent, real America's voice. No, really, the words are actually accurate this time. Whenever I'm around, the words actually hold their true meaning. Not like I'm a Webster's dictionary, but this is the real America's voice, Spirit Campfire, where piss and vinegar is the blood flow of my American dream. And tomorrow, or actually while you're watching this, I will be on my way to Grayling, Michigan for the Fred Bear Day. Fred Bear, walk with me down those trails again. Oh, Fred Bear. I'm glad to have you at my side, my friend. Thank you, Tom and Sharon Jenkins and John Wedrowski and all my Polak friends across the great winter water wonderland of the Great Lakes state of Michigan, Fred Bear country. Toby and I and my amplifier and my Gibson Birdland, Troy Sandy Jr., Joe Roberts from Pennsylvania, Bob Blevins, Charlie McCain, all the real America celebrants of the great Fred Bear will be in Grayling, Michigan to unveil the statue. We raised over $100,000. Thank you, Bear Archery. Thank you, everybody who donated. We have such generous, wonderful, loving people here in the real Michigan. There's a real Michigan, not to be confused with Gretchen Whitmer or her oath-violating Attorney General and anybody that would obey an oath-violating Attorney General. I'm talking to you, Michigan State Police and the sheriffs, and I know only the guilty need to feel guilty, but when I reference certain law enforcement agencies and I reference their oath, some people go, I don't know who he thinks he is. I don't think I'm anybody. I'm beyond the thinking stage. I'm Ted Nugent. I'm a free American. Full-time free American, based on the outrageous defiance of the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence. By the way, my day starts with declaring my independence. So welcome to the Spirit Campfire. Speaking of Spirit Campfire and independence, let's support those who support me and you, truth, logic, and common sense. Minutemen Coffee. Good stuff. MinutemenCoffee.com. The best coffee in the world. Holy guacamole is that, with a big slug of real non-homogenized natural raw Amish cream. It's like coagulant essence, goo. MinutemenCoffee.com, put in the code SPIRIT and you'll get 15% off. I'm drinking my Minutemen coffee out of my Banks blind mug. Minutemen Coffee. Also, the great Mike Lindell, talking about my hero of the middle finger. This guy is a roustabout. We talk about the great white buffalo, putting our heart and soul into being the best that we can be in the swirling dust of the American dream arena, where challenge and risk is the battle cry of the day. Boy, Shemaine just walked in. She looks so good. Did you bring me a tomato? Did you get... Jackson's over there somewhere. He was barking. We'll get you in a minute, baby. She's so fine. I get to snuggle her. You know how the dogs put their nose on my neck at night? I put my nose on her neck at night. But anyhow, Banks Blind Minutemen Coffee. Go to mypillow.com and buy American-made quality stuff from a business, an entrepreneur, a great white buffalo. Michael Lindell is a great white buffalo. He took risks and made sacrifices. I get so out of control when Shemaine walked. She smells like dinner on the hoof. Anyhow, actually, those are ballet shoes, I think. I'm going to do a pirouette on my face. Okay, then, mypillow.com supports the truth, logic, and common sense Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire because he is the real America voice. I am the real America voice. You are the real America voice. And Shemaine's going to join me in the next segment. She's got a new program. What's the program called, Shemaine?
Red, White, and Pray.
Red, White, and Pray. That's Mike Lindell. Pure patriotic, and he prays for real America. So go to mypillow.com, type in the code SPIRIT. I'm not kidding. He's got an insane sale. The guy's as crazy as I am, which means he's in the asset column for God, Family, Country. That's how radical Mike Lindell and I are. So go to mypillow.com, type in the code SPIRIT. And also, we have a sponsor that cleanses my soul. I'm not kidding you. The world is so stupid. The world is so ugly that it can drive you crazy. But our goal as we the people is to drive the tyrants crazy by putting pressure on them. And in order to put maximum pressure of we the people on our elected employees, you have to have a cleansed soul, stress-free, and the spirit of the wild on the Pursuit channel 8 times a week. If you're not watching Ted Nugent's Spirit of the Wild, Tremaine's Queen of the Forest segment, she is so fine. When she draws that bow back, I want to just bite her. In fact, in the blind one time, she was drawing her bow back and I bit her. And she still got the buck. The point is that Tuck Tech kayaks, these are portable, made in America, folding kayaks. Yes, they are a sponsor, so you get truth, logic, and common sense from the guitar guy. But these people have created a product, just like Mike Lindell, just like Minutemen Coffee. They've created a product that if you get a Tuck Tech kayak, it's a portable kayak, you save 30%. It's almost a giveaway. Hard shell folding kayaks made in the USA. Go to foldupkayaks.com or call the 800 number on your screen. Put in the code CAMPFIRE, because the world should be as many campfires as we can possibly muster. And I take the Tuck Tech kayak, you stick it under your arm and walk to your nearest body of water, even a big puddle. But if you can get a babbling brook or a creek, I know they say creek, it's actually a creek. Go down to the babbling brook and there's a creek and a channel and a lake and a pond, and get your Tuck Tech kayak. The minute you put your Tuck Tech kayak in the water, the first paddle, the world is temporarily perfect. And that's what I do with my Matthews bow. That's what I do with Sadie, Coco, and Jackson. That's what I do with Shemaine. That's what I'm doing with you right now. Celebrating maximum good over the bad and the ugly. But there's so much bad and ugly. So drink Minutemen coffee with CenturyH2O.com, Century H2O water. It's treated water, makes the water more delicious. I'm not kidding. Get these American-made products that will upgrade your quality of life, and then you can be a better we the people hellraiser, because that's what the Founding Fathers wanted all of us to be. You watch Merrick Garland and Christopher Wray testifying that there's another Russia collusion, and you want to punch somebody in the throat. These people are so evil, so criminal, so corrupt, that you need to spotlight cockroaches, and why we're not putting the entire U.S. government in front of a firing squad, I will never know. Well, he wanted to kill people. No, I want to try people for treason, and there is a punishment for treason. I'm articulating what is. Our government is so corrupt. Name me one thing the IRS spends our hard-earned tax dollars on that's moral. Selling baby parts? Well, probably not, because that's what they charge us for with Planned Parenthood and public television, public radio. Good grief. The war in Ukraine, they claim Donald Trump's going to start wars. No, Donald Trump is the only one that didn't allow any wars. It was Barack Obama and Joe Freako Biden. And now Kamala. People believe Kamala Harris? Really? How much LSD do you have to shovel into your mouth? What Eric Clapton references as his cake hole. Jeff Beck said, put this in my cake hole. These people are so, would you please help me educate people? If we vote for Kamala Harris, we're literally flushing the American dream in its final toilet flush. HunterNation.org. I'm not endorsing a candidate here, but we need to get conservatives to vote. Every conservative should vote. God, family, country, constitution, law and order, work ethic, accountability. If all those quality of life basics were still in play in America, there would have been no Georgia school shooting. And then the one in Detroit, the teachers and the counselors, the school was warned. He got a gun in his backpack. So let me conclude. We had unlimited access to unlimited firepower, but we were disciplined. We were afraid of consequences, of punishment from our parents and from the authorities, so we didn't shoot up schools. We had guns. We had unlimited access to guns. I went to the Future Priest Club. I was in the Future Priest Club. Kyrie eleison. What is this? What is it? Burning incense? What's that? So you have to put a bone in your nose and dance naked around a fire with the Watusis? I mean, what's going on with that? So I was in the Future Priest Club. I didn't really understand what was going on, so I took my dad's 1897 12-gauge pump, the thumb buster with a hammer comes back, and a load of high base number 6 shot, and I went squirrel hunting where everybody else was learning about Kyrie eleison. So you think I've had a wonderful life? Are you kidding me? I have been defiant. My instincts tell me, defy stupid. Think, man. Think. All you law enforcement heroes out there, you know how much I love you, but if you're told to violate your oath, think, man. Think. When you give a ticket to a genuine conservation licensed hunter for putting a mineral block on his property, think, man, you don't have that authority. That's a stupid, immoral, nonsensical, anti-freedom regulation. Think, man, think. I'm thinking, and Shemaine is going to join me in my next segment of Real America Voice Spirit Campfire because I've got the attitude. I've got the spirit of the wild coursing through my veins. I shot a magnificent buck. I'll show you a picture here in a minute. And then on the final segment, we've got Peter Coyne to articulate the joy of celebrating Fred Bear Day and unveiling the Fred Bear statue in Grayling, Michigan. I'll be back in a minute with more effervescent masculinity.